It's an interesting thing that I find with motorcycling. I think it's almost like being a modern day cowboy, you know, kind of alone with a trusty steed, so to speak. And some of us, even when traveling, will bring a bedroll and sleep wherever we happen to be at a given time. There's some sort of freedom in that. And if the world is closing in on you, it really just it just brings some ease and some comfort to just head off into the sunset, so to speak, even if it's only for a 30-minute ride. And you can tell yourself things in your helmet that maybe you don't tell anybody else or admit it to anybody else, but you can't hide from yourself. And riding a bike, you know, even when you're with other people, you can't really ignore your own thoughts, can you? So yeah, I'm real curious. You know, I also enjoy the community though. When I make a video, share a video, get comments, and when I watch some of your videos, I just found some videos and started watching Rich the Return Rider, and shout out to you, Rich. I just reached out to him, told him that at some point I'm going to make a trip down to Florida and I'd like to take a ride with him. He seems like a good chap, and who knows, maybe we have some things in common. But based on the conversation that he has, you know, I think we could probably enjoy a nice ride together. Like he says, break some bread. So, and there's others too that are regulars that regularly view my channel, and to be fair, I'd really like to get to know people more. I know that we'd get along and have a good time, whether we're riding or just hanging out at a restaurant or having coffee. I have to say, Rich, and all of you Goldwing riders, I'm a little envious at how quiet that your videos can be, and your voiceovers, or rather just conversations, tend to come out nice and smooth and soft and easy. Mine, since I changed to rather loud pipes, I don't seem to have that luxury at the moment. I've asked for different baffles, so maybe I could quiet it down a little bit. But even a recent viewer, I think Bobby, I think that was you, that noticed how much louder my pipes are now than they once were. So sorry if it's really obnoxious or intrusive on your ears. There's something about being on a motorcycle that kind of brings it all to light. And so that's what I'm out here doing tonight. It's past rush hour, so everybody's starting to get home and tucked away, having their evening meal. This is when it's either early morning or this time of night that I really enjoy, because I can mentally process, you know, have I been a good husband? Have I been a good father? And again, maybe I have. Maybe I've rocked it today, you know. But I think about these things and wonder if any of you do. Is that something you all do when you're in your helmet, talking to yourself, thinking to yourself? I tend to be real. I was searching for my word. I tend to be real with myself, more so than at any other time. At 20, I didn't have the self-realization probably. When I was riding my motorcycle then, I enjoyed the speed, the twist of the throttle. But now, I really appreciate what it does beyond that. I do enjoy that too, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the look of a motorcycle and the feel of it, the vibrations of a V-twin, and even the sounds. When I get on the saddle and I look at a sunset and feel the breeze and cool air on a summer evening, look at the changing leaves and the beauty, and it really just does something for me. It kind of puts things in perspective. It reminds me, really not to be too churchy here, but I mean, this is when I do my praying. I can look at the creation here And as it passes by, just recognize that we are not alone, and I'm not alone, and you're not alone. So it brings me encouragement to be out alone, but not alone. I'm not lonely to be alone. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, how about you? I don't mean to be down. This is not what I'm trying to get at, but I'm curious if everybody else kind of feels that way, thinks that way, or if you're just rocking the tunes and taking off down the highway. I mean, nothing wrong with that either. But I have a feeling, if I had to guess, that those of us that have more years on us, on our odometer, we might tend to be a little more reflective when we ride our bikes. Maybe we don't twist the throttle quite as much as we used to, but we think about things, we spend a little more time looking around. We recognize that life is very short, and we really do need to appreciate the brevity of it all. But in that brevity, we get to enjoy the here and now. I'm alive and I'm well, I'm healthy. You are. And most of you listening to this channel, you're interested in and knowledgeable motorcyclists. You have a bike and you do these things too. So I'm really talking to you, kind of asking you, just, are you like me? I mean, is this something you do too? Really be interested in knowing. And with that, I'm going to end the conversation for now. I hope you all are having a fabulous evening or morning, afternoon or night, wherever you are. And be sure to like and subscribe. I always forget to ask that, but if you think to do it and would like, I'd love to have you along for the ride. And I'd love to have you comment, of course, too, on what it is you spend time doing and thinking about when you're out on a motorcycle. You just tend to watch the scenery, you just tend to make it all go past with loud music and loud pipes. Send some comments to me. I'd love to hear from y'all. And introduce yourselves if you haven't before. I'm really interested in getting to know some of you, and maybe go take a ride if I'm ever in your neck of the woods. So with that, I'm going to let you go and wish you the best evening, and we'll talk to you soon.